Hi, I'm Melody. Welcome to my channel Making Melody Crafts, and welcome to our Christmas in July series. I'm so excited. So hit that subscribe button and let's get started. All right, we're down at the craft table and ready to start our Christmas journals. That's what our Christmas in July series is going to be about. So I have here a large file folder, and it's just one of the manila ones. I just love that color, isn't it cool? And I got this secondhand. So this is 14.75, the length of this. So I measured in half, put a mark there, and then came in about 1 inch from the sides because we're going to be sewing some signatures into the junk journal. And I am foregoing my thumb sweater so I'm just wearing some little lace gloves today. So these are the needles that we're going to be using. Obviously that's an upholstery needle. Embroidery floss contains 6 strands, and we're only going to be using 2 here. That'll be plenty, and it's very strong. So now let's go ahead and thread our needle. All right, so we're good to go there. And I need to make my holes into the file folder first. And in this video, we're just going to get the outside done, and then we'll get our signatures done in the next one. So this is the half mark, so this is 7.38 right there. You can see that. Just made a little mark there. And then I came 1 inch in on either side, like that. When a measurement says, you know, some number like it's not, you know, on a regular ruler, I don't do that. I just round up. It's all good. So 7.3 to me, I'm like, well, 7.38 sounds like 7.4. 7.4 is close to half, so we'll just come a little less than half. You know, it's good. We don't have to get too worried about it, right? So, you know, there's the half mark, so I just went like, you know, one little mark shorter. Yeah, that's how I do measurements. If you don't do measurements that way, that's cool. It's just kind of my way, and it makes it more fun. All right, so now that is marked there a little bit better so that you can see it, and so can I. Let's go ahead and make a mark in there. You can use an ice pick for this. I have these scissors that used to be my grandmother's, and I just like to use these for things. So I'm going to make a mark right here in the center, and then another one here. Good. And then another one here. Okay, so at least that is pre-done a little bit, and I'm going to kind of get in there pretty good so that I don't have any trouble getting the thread through there. So they work pretty well for this. There we go. And now I want to cover the seam with some fabric on the outside. So I've chosen this. I just think it's really cute. Even though it's a Christmas journal, it doesn't have to be, you know, just red and green. We can use other things. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut here. I'm gonna use my rotary cutter and cut that off so I have a nice even edge. All right, and now I'm gonna cut this, and I've got a little extra space there. So that's good. Save this for another project. And now I just wanna clean up the sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so this other side I already trimmed with the rotary cutter, and just to make it a little bit easier and to be in frame, you know, that's a new idea. I went ahead and just folded that fabric in half carefully. Hopefully we'll be even here, but who knows. And I'm just gonna roll my cutter, and I'm doing about, let me see, good. I'm doing about, you know, about 1 3/4 inches. I really wanted it to be 2 inches wide, but it'll be enough. It'll be enough to cover it. But I want to use that to go ahead and cover the spine of the journal that we're going to do. So this is now going to get glued on to here. Isn't that cute, right? Blue and brown looks so nice together. So that'll be pretty neat. All right, I don't have any fray check, so what I'm gonna do is I've got some old nail polish that I just use in my craft room, just in crafty ways, and I'm actually going to carefully go along the side just to make that not fray anymore. So this bottle is almost empty. Just kind of tip it on its side a little bit. And hopefully you can see better. We've got better lighting now, so that should go a little bit better. And I'm just very gently trying to get some of the nail polish on there. And that works really well. So I'm going to keep doing that and take care of that dog you can hear. I'll be right back. All right, the dog is all taken care of and it got a little chilly, so I've actually got my thumb sweater on. And now, I know you can't see it, but I went ahead and did that clear nail polish all down the side. It's just an old bottle nail polish I keep here at my craft table. So now that won't fray. You can feel it there, and obviously I wouldn't take a hot iron to this or anything like that because, you know, that's not a good idea. It's nail polish. That's going to go on here and going to look like this, but before I put that on there, I want to go ahead and decorate at least the front cover, and then at some point we'll stop this and, you know, then there'll be the part 2. All right, so I just wanted to show you some of the things that we're going to be using in this Christmas journal. So these I got from a Goodwill. They're super awesome. There was more and I wish I got them. They're copyright-free designs. And so they come, you know, obviously in different sizes. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here. And then, you know, there's nothing on the back side, so some of those things we'll be using. And here's another one that's different Christmas things, and this one as well. So this one is designed by Ted Menton, and this one is designed by Ed Sibbett Jr. But yeah, pretty awesome, copyright-free designs, and it's a Dover clip art series. I've just got some bookmarks there for the stuff that I like. And then I have a bunch of these, you know, old type of magazines that I've collected over the years. This one's from 1958, pretty cool, 15 cents, wow, right? And, you know, if you get one that's December, you know, November, December, you'll find lots of Christmas things in those if you like to buy, you know, any of this old kind of stuff. I mean, it's pretty neat, right? Look at the old cars, pretty cool. So, yeah, so fun stuff out of there. Then old playing cards. That was a friend of mine that I met in Juneau, Alaska. Hi, Sarah, if you're watching. And yeah, pretty neat. An old card, so that's pretty fun. Also things out of Trader Joe's catalog, their little flyer, you know, and they have cute little, oh, that one might be out of something else actually, but yeah, this one's out of Trader Joe's. And yeah, so lots of fun stuff that we'll be using. These that are from an old, like, you know, workbook for a school, so that's pretty fun. This is from like the 70s, 80s time frame. And then I've got some American Crafts paper. I'll link a video here because there's a haul video where, a super fun haul video, by the way, that will raise your spirits. It's pretty fun, I think. So I've been told. And yeah, this paper has texture on it, and I believe I got that at Tuesday morning. But again, I'll link it there. And then these are the papers that I think I want to use on the front. These are from Echo Park Paper Company. I just love their stuff. So I'm going to trim these papers down so that it'll be, you know, like that. Originally I wanted to put my stitches on top of this piece of fabric, but I actually think I'm just going to do it underneath and put this on top. It'll be all good. That'll just, I think it'll just be, you know, like a little cleaner look on the side. I drew a line here so that I know how far, my camera's not wanting to focus. Here we go, there you go. Yeah, so I know how far I can go so that I don't come, you know, too close. So I'm going to trim that and then I'll be right back. So that's kind of like that. This edge here is kind of rounded. I think I want both the corners rounded, so I'm going to do that. Got that, and I'm going to go ahead and do that to this one. Let's see how it comes out. I hope it's going to be okay. Oh, I don't want it quite so much. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of fun, kind of different. So yeah, that's what we've got now. All right, so that one is trimmed there. I'm actually going to keep this length. I like that. And then I'm going to trim this one to fit here, and it's about 2 3/4 of an inch here at the top, but I just went ahead and cut it at 3 because that way I don't have to worry about being too short on it. All right, so I went ahead and cut that on my rotary trimmer. That was just easier. I was having some issues with my guillotine cutter here, so I went ahead and used the other one. I'm gonna put it on the top. I like how that looks better. So I've got a little dauber here, and I got these ones from Michael's. I've got the creamy caramel color from Stampin' Up. Alrighty, now we have got that all inked up. So excited. You know, it just kind of really blends in with this kind of a folder because it is actually vintage, but you know, it also kind of looks like that with just that nice brown color, and the edges are rounded off, and that's going to go there. So I am going to get this all glued down and then get that glued on. Alright, so I'm using my adhesive tape glider, my ATG. This would take a whole lot of this if I were to do the whole thing with that, so I just chose to do that. And that should work. Kind of nice to combine adhesives sometimes because you get a different effect. Alright, now get our folder back. Make sure this is how I want it. Yep. Oh, this is so exciting. I love this part. Oh, no, you don't. Haha. That tried to stick down on me, but I got it. Okay, is that good there? I think so. Oh, a little bit off, but I'll just trim that if it is, so not too worried about it. But yeah, isn't that great? So much fun. Look at that paper. So great. And again, that was Echo Park Paper Company. Their Christmas time pack. It is here. Maybe a little bit out of frame there, but there's that. And now let's put this guy down here. And then this file folder has a little notch at the top, and I chose to leave it. And here's my glue thing, my gluey glue paper, and get that down. So I do have a line there to line it up, but I'm kind of just going to go off of what I've already got. And this is so forgiving because this glue is a, you know, kind of a wet adhesive, so it's easier. I'm going to grab my brayer, roll that down, just go a little slow if you use a brayer so that you don't kind of, you know, move whatever it is you're trying to get glued down, trying to get adhered. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, what I want for here is, look at this. How fun is this? Vintage Christmas card. I think they're so fun. I cut off the other side. This was secondhand too. I cut off, you know, the message or whatever, whoever signed it. And instead of just kind of putting it down there, I'm going to cut that. So I'm going to cut off the Merry Christmas spot and then get that down. Let's go right about there. And then I want to back this on some red paper. How fun will that be, right? So I'm going to trim that up and be right back. Alright, so now all those are glued down and I like how that looks, so I'm going to adhere that onto here, but before I do, I wanted to show you, can you see the texture in that? Let me see if this is going to focus. Yeah, it's really cool. Again, that's AC cardstock, and that's a pretty heavy-duty cardstock. This one happens to be, anyways. So let's get our paper here and get some glue on this. Right, I used my Scotch Create glue on that again and getting that glued down, and I think I'm going to put that down there. Alright, so now I've just got some of the regular double-sided adhesive on there. It's just like double-sided tape, really. If you had that, you could totally use that. I like that there. I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the guillotine cutter. And, you know, this had a border all around it there, as you can see. I went ahead and trimmed that off. But, you know, those things are cool, too. So keep it if you have it, because you could always use it, you know, for something else. So put that aside. And then I want to kind of pop this onto there. I think that'll look pretty cool. I'm going to edge that as well, and we're going to get that down. All right, so question for you. Should I put this here, or should I put this here? Trying to decide. I like this little Christmas tree, but I don't know if it should go there or not. What do you think? I think I'm going to put this here. It's supposed to be, you know, an advent calendar thing. That's what the whole page is of that scrapbook paper. But yeah, I think it looks really cute like that, and I just cut, you know, different numbers out, then kind of made I used my corner rounder there to make the edge match the edge on our junk journal. So yeah, that'll be pretty cute. All right, so tell me, what are some of your favorite things about the holiday season? I know it is only July, but since Christmas in July is a thing, you know, I think that's kind of cool. Being together with people and seeing family that you don't always get to see, I think that is really fun. So that is my favorite thing. But let me know what your favorite thing is. Or favorite things. Oh my gosh, pumpkin pie. Wow, that's one of my favorite things. What kind of pie do you like? Or maybe it's not pie, maybe you like cakes or custard or just cookies. Cookies are never bad, right? Chocolate chip cookies. Yes, all day long, chocolate chip cookies. All right, so I really like that there. Now there's more I could do on the front, but I like how this is, so I'm gonna leave it there because sometimes when we do too much, then, you know, I don't know, I start to lose what I really was going for in the first place, so I'm gonna leave that as is. Now we're gonna work on the back side. If you have junk journals or you make junk journals, what sizes do you like? I just think this is fun because I write large, and this way you have tons of room to write and tons of room to save larger things and put them in your Christmas junk journal. So pretty fun. Now let's get going on the back cover. So this is the paper that I chose. This is from a Die Cuts with a View pack, and it is the Christmas stack. This is, oh, I've had this for a while, but this is the one that it comes in. And lots of fun papers in there and cool things to do. I like that paper so much. So I'm going to use this. I already trimmed it down. Now on the back, it's a little bit bigger than the front. The front, we have 7 inches of space to work with here. And the back, we've got 9 inches. Isn't that fun? There's just so much room, so I love that. And then this tree was from that old Saturday Evening Post, that old magazine from 1958, I think it said. I don't remember now. But yeah. And I just thought that was so beautiful. It was part of a bigger, you know, a bigger photo there. And I cut that out and just kind of did some tiny trimmings, as I like to call it. And yeah, I think that'll look pretty cute there. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with the top. So I'm going to get that glued down. All right, I'm going to use my ATG to get this paper down on there. And what is your favorite type of adhesive? And don't mind my arms, I do have eczema, which I think I mentioned in this video already. I do try to raise eczema awareness on my channel. I hope that doesn't bother you, and I apologize if it does. So I usually try to wear my thumb sweater. I'm going to go ahead and edge this, even though I already got that adhesive on there, because I want that to kind of blend into this and to match what I'm going for. Okay, there was like a huge storm outside. The power just blinked like 4 times. So I need to get this video done really quick because otherwise I have no lighting if I don't have power. So this is called crafting like the power is going to go out. Crafting like the lights are going to go off. That's what we're doing. Okay, so I got this one down and I really like it. Pretty cute. And you know, I edge the sides. Again, that's the Die Cuts with View. And this is the one that's going to go up here. I am going to have to trim that because it's a little bit longer, but no big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. And yeah, if the power goes out suddenly, well, you know, we'll figure something out. I don't have that many flashlights to be able to film. Okay, so let's get some adhesive on the back of this and get this down. All right, I got that glued down. We're going to give that a roll with the brayer. And there we go. And still have power, so hopefully that doesn't go out. I do have a great big lantern that I super love, and you can even charge your phone with it. It is pretty cool. If it does go out, that is probably what I'm going to use. So, but I really want to finish this because, yeah, we upload tomorrow. So this is crafting like the power is going to go out. That's a pretty good motivator. Okay, so I'm just going to do that for now. I can fix that later, and yeah. I don't think I could film with that lantern though, I just don't think it's bright enough. So there's our whoopsie daisy. We're a little upside down. There's our front, there's this part, and now we need that wonderful Christmas tree. Where did he go? Here he is. Now I have to pick some other things on there, so I'm gonna do that and come right back and we'll put it all together. All right, we're gonna keep going and the crafting like the power is gonna go out. So this ripped a little bit, you know, this paper's old. I mean, not that old really, I guess, when you think about it, but yeah, so that'll just make it look a little more vintage, right? I did actually go pretty slow with that, even though I don't want to lose power and I want to finish this, but yeah, those things happen, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get some of the creamy caramel. I'm going to stamp it up with my little dauber and just kind of hit that to push some of that white back to make it kind of blend in. So that's where we're at right there for now. All right, so what I did was I got that down, and then I was like, I want to do something on the bottom. I want to have something else, right? I want to have something interesting there. Do I need to zoom out? I think I need to zoom out. It is still thundering and lightning. Shook the house a little bit ago. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So what I found was I have some old sheet music. Love that so much. This is 1906, over 100 years old, right? Pretty cool. Alice, where art thou going? So, you know where Alice is going? Well, this piece of this is going right on here. So I just took a piece off of one of the pages of that sheet music. I know it seems like a sad thing to do, but it gets reused. Somebody can enjoy it. Doesn't go to a landfill. I think that's pretty cool, and I've had that for many, many years. I thought this looked neat at the bottom, and then I stenciled it with 2 different stencils, and I kind of kept the word chorus there because I thought that was fun. And singing Christmas chorus, you know, it's a thing. Wow, I think I'm gonna lose my voice. So one of the stencils I used was this plaid folk art stencil. And then the other one was one of these stencils that, well, you can't see that. Let me put that against something that you can see it. And I've had this since my children were young. It's actually like a children's stencil. I'm gonna find it, this one. So this little swirly curly doodad one, I used that one, and then just kind of mixed in a smaller one out of this set from the plaid stencils. So the sun is coming back out, but it has still continued to thunder and lightning like a whole bunch, even while the sun is out. So I don't know, that's pretty wild. All right, so now I'm gonna get some adhesive on that and get that down. All right, if you do work with any of this paper that is really old, like this is more than 100 years old from 1906, it does rip pretty easily. And I just kind of tore an edge off of there to get like a cool, you know, kind of just a torn look at the bottom there. But yeah, even when the glue goes on it, it wants to break quite easily. Or, you know, kind of just rip apart quite easily. If it does, you know what you could do? Well, you could glue it to another piece of paper that's newer, and it'll just kind of strengthen it. So, pretty neat. Where's the brayer? Brayer time. There we go. Brayer time, prayer time. Yep, gonna pray that power doesn't go out. That is what we're gonna do. All right, we might be in the clear. It looks like it's coming down a little bit outside. That would be neat. So I'm trying to find something here for the bottom. What do you think about that? So this is part of the same ad from that old, you know, that old paper. And yeah, this is from the 50s, this paper. So I think I'm going to do that. What do you think about that if I were to cut? Yeah, I think I'm going to try that and still keep the tree in there. All right, so I got the rest of these Christmas trees that were the rest of a part of this ad from the old magazine, but hindsight's 2020. I actually wanted to tuck them behind there, and then I had already glued that down, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to kind of shift gears and use something else. But aren't they cool? So that was all part of one ad. But we're gonna do something else, so we're just gonna kind of adapt and change it up. All right, so I was moving right along, and then I kind of, forgot to, sort of film. That's a thing. All right, so this is an old ad out of the same old magazine. Isn't that neat? It says, Speedy Magic Marker, Christmas Ideas, and then it has all different things. So yeah, really fun. It was 77 cents in 1958. It's kind of cute, right? Richmond Hill, New York. I think that's fun. I don't know where that is, but pretty neat. So I just used this and made the edge kind of decorative. This is an art wedge from Vicki Boutin, and I just used it to get kind of more of a deckled edge. And now I'm going to put that down. And I did decide to go ahead. I went back to the idea with the Christmas trees, and then I just kind of cut that paper in a different way and went ahead and put them down because I thought that was neat. So this piece is still left, but I could always use that on something else. So yeah, if you have any ideas, put it in the comments below, because the next video in this Christmas in July series will be doing the inside. We have so much space to work with, so I'm so excited. And there's the front. So I think I'm going to work on a little bit more up here, and let's see what happens. Let's see what we get. All right, so I selected a few things to be for more at the top here. I like how the bottom turned out. I think it's just cute with that old ad there too. So this is that old sheet music paper from 1906, so it is pretty brittle. I was able to stamp on it, and I did that off camera because I had to, you know, really be careful there to fit that. But this set is from Rico Design, and I actually got this from an Etsy seller in Germany, but I don't remember the Etsy seller's name, so I'm so sorry. If I do figure that out, we'll put it on the screen, or I'll put it in the description. And yeah, so there's, you know, different sayings there in German, you know, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and what have you. And then I've got some other things from catalog, so let's start getting these down on here. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and our Christmas in July series. The power never went out. I am so thankful for that. But that storm was serious. Wow, it was just so loud. It shook our house at one point. Have you had any storms shake your house where you are? Whew, that's unnerving, isn't it? A little bit. But yeah, so thankful that it doesn't look like there was any damage outside either from that. I hope there's no damage from any storms where you are. You know, summertime can bring pretty bad storms. Now, I broke a nail. I know, super sad. Ooh, that just ripped. I broke a nail, so that nail has always been, you know, makes it easy for me to pick things up. And yeah, I broke that clean off. I was so bummed out, but what are you gonna do? Those things happen. So this paper is super fragile, and it just kind of glued itself down there pretty quickly. I've not had that happen before, but I'm gonna see if I can get it up. So if that happens to you, there we go. Just try something like that. An old credit card, or, you know, just any piece of, I don't know, plasticky stuff. And you know what? Now it'll just look more vintage. One time I ripped something by mistake, and then when I put together the card that I was making, wow, it came out better than before. So sometimes those kind of things, just, you know, go with it. It might really turn out well. I'm going to trim that right now. All right, and now just this. So be sure to, again, join us next week, and that'll be the other half of this video. Well, this wants to glue itself down too. This is newer paper, but also out of a catalog. I just thought it was cute. And let's see, I think I'll put it there. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe if you had some fun or learned something new. If you got some value from this, I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to grow my subscribers. My goal is 100 subscribers by Labor Day weekend. I don't know specifically what day, but it doesn't matter. One of the days, Labor Day weekend. It's all good. And let's see, should we put that one up here? So joy to the world, and Jesus is the reason for this season. So yeah, don't overlook those old catalogs or anything you have around. There's things that you can use, so you don't have to go out and buy something new if you don't want to, or, you know, are not able. So I hope you had a good time, and I'll catch you later.